Welcome to In Dark Places. Eat more chicken. I'm Junebug Fugit, and this is my partner in crime, Jimmy Haunted. How you doing, Jimmy?
Junebug, I crumpled up that paper. I am happier than the web-footed, blue-billed mountain warbler skating on a partially frozen pond in the Saskatchewan area, whilst whistling the tune to the Love Boat, like he's Patsy Weber or something.
Very happy.
Thanks.
You've been a busy man lately. Been out hunting for the wolf spider and mushrooms, and what else has been going on with you?
Yeah, Junebug, I don't want to brag, but I've been hanging out with the award-winning cryptid seeker and researcher Bob Winterborn and all-around outdoorsman. We've been on look forward to some videos of our what do you call them?
Expeditions.
Thank you.
It's very impressive. How's Bog doing these days?
Bog's good. He's very elusive. He doesn't like the public so much. If you watch his videos, he's rarely seen. Very elusive.
Pays in this day and time.
I was telling you earlier that I moved to a new house. That it's haunted, Junebug.
And it's always a pain in itself just moving.
That's a nightmare in itself. And I'm still emptying boxes. You know how that goes. You're emptying boxes for months. But picture the house. It's from 1930. It looks just like this, shaped just like the Little House on a Prairie house, except it's painted white. And when I first was the guy was giving me the tour of the place, he said in this front bedroom here, he goes, full disclosure, he goes in this bedroom, he goes, not the previous tenant, but the last one before that, the woman was sitting in bed, wasn't sleeping, was just, I don't know if she's reading or whatever, but it was like during the day, it wasn't like she woke up from bed and imagined something. She said she saw a full color apparition of a woman in a brown dress right against her wall. And she even described her hair that was all like it's in a bun, except it had a braid around the top of her head with a clip on the left side. And she said it's right here. So he knows the whole history of the neighborhood. He's been here forever. And he said, oh, that's Eleanor. And then he showed her a picture of her. And holy mackerels, she's here.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of creepy, but it's also kind of cool. This guy, I'm renting this right now. And the guy, he said he's been in the neighborhood forever. And he was really close with all the people that lived here. And one of the people that lived here died, and they had no family or anything. So the house was up for sale, and he bought it because he didn't want anybody, a stranger, to have it because he knew the history of it, and he loved all the people that lived here. So I just the other day, I found on top of one of the cabinets her that Eleanor's birth certificate, her marriage certificate, her confirmation, and all that stuff.
No way.
So all her stuff's still here. So
that's cool.
Then I'm moving boxes in. The third day, last week, the third day of moving stuff in, me and my daughter Holly were in the kitchen, just bringing boxes in from the car. And if you know, there's no houses that are, it's really by itself on a big piece of land here. And we got into the kitchen, and we just heard a little girl say, hello, like that.
Creepy.
And it wasn't like a woman, it was a girl, a young girl. And then we looked in, it sounded like it came from the bathroom area. We looked over there, there's nothing there, of course. Then little fish came to visit.
Little fish
came to visit the next day, and she brought her little dog, Brady Fish. And Brady Fish woke up in the middle of the night and was barking into the bathroom the whole night. He wouldn't stop.
Huh.
I don't know what little Brady Fish saw.
That's creepy.
I think it might be that little girl. I don't know. So that's that story anyway. We'll keep you posted on other goings on here.
I wonder if Eleanor had any kids, or if it's just some random ghost kid that found her way there. That's
a good question. I will find out. This guy knows the whole history of the place. And there's even more. It gets creepier. Then he did there's this picture the guy painted the walls for me, and there was this particular like one of those tin pictures of
Oh
like
yeah.
some old car or something. He that was in the kitchen, and when he was repainting it, he took it off and he goes, "Hey, you could just throw this out or whatever, or I could put it back on." And I said, "Well, who put it there?" And he goes, "I don't know if the guy said it was Patrick or something like that." And then he says, "Oh, the Patrick put it there in the '70s." I said, "Well, then it belongs there." Then I said, "Put it back up." So then another day I asked him, I said, "So who's the Patrick guy?" He goes, "Oh, he was one of my best friends. He lived here." And so one day his coworkers called and said, he hasn't been to work and he's not answering his phone. And so we came over to see how he is. And he goes, "Well," so the guy came in and he's looking for him throughout the house. He can't find him. And then he found him underneath, like he apparently like fell out of bed and the covers covered him. So only his like foot was sticking out, and he was dead, dead, dead.
Wow. Creepy.
And I said, "What room was that?" He says, "Your bedroom."
Oh no.
Holy mackerels!
It's always good to hear.
It just gets better. You know
So
what?
you're going to be for some real adventures here soon.
I think we're gonna have some good stories for you. All right. Guess what?
Hey, what's up?
I have some breaking news. I don't know if you saw this come across your news feed yet. Ghost drives a burning bus to safety.
I have not seen that.
This is just from July 12th. Residents in the coastal community of Romati Beach on the southwest coast of New Zealand's North Island were stunned when their homes were unexpectedly saved from a dangerous growing fire by a bus seemingly driving itself. Visitor Craig Meek says he smelled gasoline in the night and came out on the street to find a nearby house bus, which is a camper RV in American terms, engulfed in flames. As they filmed the fire growing, endangering the nearby houses, the bus suddenly turned on, shifted into gear, and drove itself across the street where no home sat. Meek claims he was just thinking that the gas tank in the bus might have caused an explosion and that would spread the fire to the homes on the street when the lights went on, shocking all onlookers. Moments later, the bus turned on and drove itself across the street to safety. The bus belonged to a neighbor who says that he and his wife enjoyed many years of travel inside the vehicle. Most significantly, she died in that same bus 3 years ago. And he said, "I wonder if it's my wife that took it away," adding that she probably didn't want the neighborhood to burn down. Though it's possible that the fire caused an electrical short circuit in the vehicle that resulted in the flashing lights and sparked ignition, no one can explain what shifted the bus into gear, nor the coincidence that it drove to the one spot on the road that the only thing the fire could harm was a tree and a tennis court. For those who witnessed the sight, the only explanation is the supernatural one.
Woman in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, hears mysterious voice come out of the sky. By Diana Logan. Thanks, Diana. When you're out in the wilderness, the last thing you expect to hear is the sounds of civilization. But noise pollution in America's rural and wild areas is becoming a huge problem. 80% of the land in this country lies within at least 1 mile of a paved road. But noise pollution was not what this woman was worried about when she heard a voice out of the sky the other day. Rather, for a moment, she thought she was stuck in the Hunger Games. In the video, which I'll provide a link for, TikToker Vivid Camp Life is stunned when she is set up in her RV out in the country, but can still hear a mysterious voice booming through her little wilderness. Viewers agree, wondering if she's part of a simulation, a la the Truman Show, or if this is the announcement that she has entered the Hunger Games. Still, others blame the entire incident on the Large Hadron Collider at CERN. Fortunately, the truth is far more prosaic. Though you can't make out every word of the announcement, what can be heard is the final part. This is only a test. Many counties in Kentucky have installed outdoor warning systems to assist those outside with early weather warnings such as tornadoes, landslides, and other disasters. These systems must be regularly tested, and that is what the woman heard. The speakers are designed to broadcast outdoors, and the sound can carry as far as a half a mile, which is why she still heard it in the middle of nowhere. As this TikToker has been documenting her struggles with being unhoused and trying to start a new life, it's a relief that she doesn't have to worry about a dystopian death dome at the top of everything else. Well, I don't know. What if it wasn't one of those announcer things? You don't know. You weren't there. What are you talking about, Diana? And now, here is the Nicolas Cage meltdown of the week.
He's gonna put his head on a platter.
What are you up to, Eddie?
I'm not getting off. I'm not getting off.
You know you're disgusting with that.
I'm not getting off.
Deadfall. 1993. So many meltdowns. So, Jimmy, what's coming up this weekend?
Well, this weekend is, they call it Paracon with two N's. See where they're going there? Because we're in Connecticut, and it's a Saturday and Sunday event in Ansonia, Connecticut. And there's going to be, I think, 80 vendors. And I went last year. They're all like really cool. Like I want to bring money on all stuff. I was showing you before. I have new 3 new Sasquatch figures for my little room here. I have 3 or 4 more aliens. I need more stuff. It's my own place now. I can do what I want with it. So it's going to look like an 11-year-old's room in here.
Those are awesome.
They have 80 vendors, and they're going to have speakers Saturday and Sunday. Each day they're going to have different speakers. And some of the people that are going to be there, if you watch the Haunted Collector, John Zaffis will be there. I will be there speaking on Sunday.
Good guy.
I believe it 12:30. And the amazing Kreskin.
That's going to be so cool.
When's the last time you heard about the amazing Kreskin?
Yeah, I've not heard nothing from him for years.
And I don't know, this is weird because when I remember him on like Johnny Carson or Rick Griffin or whatever, he was old when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he was always old.
He was always old. So it's amazing. He's I think he's 88 years old, and he's going to be there with us on Saturday and Sunday.
That's cool.
So if anybody's around, come. I did promise people if they mention, I put on Facebook an ad. If you mention this ad, if you come up to my table, I will give you a free bag of Twizzlers.
You can't go wrong with Twizzlers.
I mean it. I will have them on hand. So if you mention, if you mention this ad, and then there's a new edition.
Yeah, what's that?
You know, I like promoting other people. I hate promoting myself. It's creepy, but I'm excited because I got invited to the Salem Con.
Oh, cool.
Salem, Massachusetts. That's I think November 12th, 13th.
That sounds good.
And then we got the Big Mohegan Sun thing, October 29th, with the Annabelle thing.
That's great. So
You
got some busy dates coming up here soon.
And right before you called me today, my mom called And she said, I hate calling. She does. She hates calling me. She thinks she's bothering me. But listen to this. Our neighbor that I grew up with, when I grew up at my mom's house, she still lives there. The neighbor throughout my whole childhood, the family that lived there, the sister who's a little bit older than me, she lives in another town now, but she said she's hearing 3 bangs on her walls almost every night now, and she can't figure out what it is. And of course, I'm not gonna act like nothing's happening to it, but it's more likely an animal or it's a piece of the house banging on the more than a demon or something. But of course, she looked up on the internet and it's all these terrible things about banging on the walls. But I really don't know anything about it, so we're gonna go check that out next week. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, it's always disappointing whenever like the TAPS team shows up to investigate your house, and they start looking around and they're like, "Oh yeah, what it is? So you got this loose pipe underneath your basement and it's slapping your floorboards whenever the heat kicks on. So that's that knocking noise you're hearing."
Then
Pretty cool.
I don't know if did I tell you about I don't know if I told you that just recently, last year, I found out the big Bridgewater Triangle incident.
Oh yeah.
Was that the one with the triangle? With the triangle black UFO with the lights on it?
Yeah.
That one there. I don't know what year that was offhand.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe
Like
80s?
2000. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that was an older one. I remember seeing that on Unsolved Mysteries.
Let's look it up on the fly. Bridgewater. Anyways, whatever year this took place, I lived at that house, and she said one evening, she just told us in the last year. It's just 40 years ago or something. She said her whole house lit up at night, and the whole family went outside and they saw this black triangle flying over our neighborhood with some kind of colored lights on it. And I was in that house at the time, obviously, but I missed it. And I already said I had like 2 or 3 amazing, like huge UFO sightings in my life. And I said, imagine seeing that one too. Nobody will believe me. Like, you see too much.
That would have been a great one.
Not fair. But I missed it. I'm very upset about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always missed all the good stuff around here that people see that's always like in the news and stuff, and I'm just at work oblivious to it or whatever.
But I'm sad because I practiced my presentation and I just did it out loud to see how long it would take. And I was up to 50 minutes without questions and answers. So I said, how much time are you giving us? And he said 45 minutes. I said, okay, that's perfect. I'll figure it out. And then he goes, but we'd rather have somebody do a half hour and then questions and answers. So I'm trying to think what I could take out to make the time meet their specifications. And my UFO pictures that I want to show, they're like they're not actual pictures. I recreated them, but I think I'm gonna have to take those out. But I like those pictures.
Oh no.
But the ones I saw were big, like right in front of you, not like something way up in the sky. It was like right in front of your face. Thank you.
Yeah, those are cool. I always think about the one with the spike things on there. That one it always sounds familiar. I've heard other stories of that thing, but I can't exactly remember where they were at or anything.
That's why I never told anybody outside my family that, because I thought I'd be made fun of because I never heard of it before, even in the little books I got when I was a kid, until I think I was on Joe and Tracy's show,
Awakening Radio,
when they had the show on Paramania.
Yeah, I
mentioned it to them. I said, let me throw it out there and give it a shot. It's like, oh yeah, spike UFO. People see those. Like, I didn't know. I don't know. We got there's so many new shout outs, Junebug. I feel bad because there's each week so many people are listening every week, and
yeah, we got tons of new ones.
Yeah, we got Michelle, we got Dylan, we got Courtney, we got Little Fish.
Yeah, we got Roger and Matt,
and our friends from Australia,
Dwayne, Terry.
Who else? Oh, see, we're forgetting obvious ones. I feel bad.
Ryan, Sith,
Fred and Susan.
And we got Linda and Autumn.
Autumn and Linda always sending in stories. I listened to the last two ones you did the last, and I got through. I was always listening. I pop them in my ear before I go to sleep, and I get through like half, and then I fall asleep. But you had really good promo. Sounds like one you buy in a store.
Yeah, we got tons of new listeners too. I keep getting the little notifications on Facebook. So welcome aboard, everybody.
Welcome aboard. Let's see. You know what I'm going to go on the fly. Look, I'm doing this on the fly. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go to the In Dark Places Facebook page and then see. And if you guys could follow it also, if you like.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook.
Yeah. And I'm seeing who liked the last post so we can give them shout outs. Okay, so we got here James Henderson.
Hey,
He's a
James.
top fan. James liked every post. Rosalie,
Tim, Steve,
Matt, Corey, who said Autumn. Yeah. So thanks. Thanks, fellas. Our friend Emma. Thank you.
I got a
Brandon?
weird... Yeah, Brandon's here.
Does he want to come on at all? I have a question for him.
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
See if he'll come on.
I'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Brandon might come on. I don't know.
Brandon Fugit is the star of Brandon's YouTube section.com over on YouTube. He is a Minecraft master. Here in about 6 weeks, he's going to be starting the 7th grade. Okay, here is In Dark Places news correspondent, Brandon Fugit.
Brandon!
Hi.
Hi, Brandon. Guess what I have right here?
What?
Scary movie celebrity birthdays.
Yes.
So what these are here, these are some upcoming birthdays of celebrities that may have been in a scary movie or two, and their birthdays are coming up, and you can guess how old they're going to turn. How would you like to play along, listeners?
Okay.
They said yes.
I can hear a collective yes.
Everybody just left the house, shut the computers off. Our first celebrity birthday on July 19th is Jared Padalecki, known for the films House of Wax, 2009's Halloween, and he was Sam Winchester on the TV series Supernatural from 2005 to 2020.
Since Brandon is our guest this week, we're going to do it like on the style of Haunted Chronicles, and the guest always goes first. So, Brandon, how old do you think Jared is?
Okay, so 2009.
The show ended in 2020.
Oh, 2020. Okay, so
It was 15 years old whenever the show ended. So, how old would you say Jared is from that show?
I'd say somewhere between like the 30 to 40.
How old will Sam Winchester be?
I love that dude. Love me some Sam Winchester. That was a cool show. There's a spin-off type prequel thing coming this fall, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I did not know that, but at least it's something.
It's going to have Dean Winchester in it, but not Sam, because Sam is currently doing Walker, Texas Ranger, and apparently Sam got kind of mad about it. But
you can't have one brother.
It's not good. It don't look too promising. But
I agree with you then.
I am pretty sure Jared is about my age, so I am going to say 47.
He will be 40 years old. He's just a kid yet.
Oh, no. 40. I'm way off.
All right. Maybe remember this one? On the 24th of July, Anna Paquin, who was Rogue in X-Men, known for her roles in Scream 4, Trick or Treat, and was Sookie Stackhouse in HBO's True Blood, 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. 2009. that ran from 2008 to 2014. How old will Sookie Stackhouse be on the 24th?
I'd say like somewhere between like 48 to 50, like somewhere between there.
I have never watched any of those, I don't believe, but I hear they're all good.
They're all good.
I am going to say she's probably a kid too. She's probably like 30.
She'll be 40 years old.
Oh, wow.
All right, here's somebody. These the next two you'll definitely know. On the 26th, Sandra Bullock celebrates a birthday. She's known for Bird Box, Gravity, Premonition, The Vanishing, A Time to Kill, Practical Magic, etc., etc. How old was Sandy? We call her Sandy. Remember when Johnny Carson would have a guest on, and they talked about another celebrity, like they went out to dinner with them and they had to use their nickname to act like they're tight with them. To,
Yeah.
Like, what's an example? Like if they went, who's the guy? Like James Caan. Like, yeah, we went to a barbecue with Jimmy. Like, yeah. How old will Sandy be? Sandy Bullock.
Probably like 52, 51.
I am going to say Sandy is going to be 55.
Very close. She'll be 58 years old.
I'm getting closer.
Wow. And this guy right here, okay. This guy right here, I thought was going to be even older because he's been around forever. The Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. I'm going to stop right here. You know, I'm going to want you to give me some quotes, some Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
I'll be back.
It's not a tumor.
Yeah. My favorite.
Do you remember that thing that was going around? That if you pour Coke on something, like worms come out.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
I just don't remember what it was. And I don't know if it was real or not because I never had the opportunity. Well, I don't know if I'd want it to happen. I don't know if you pour it on meat, maybe, or something like that. But I don't know. Listeners, please chime in here. Is this true? All right. So Arnold Schwarzenegger has a birthday. He's known for Predator, Terminator, Batman and Robin. He had a bunch of corny quotes in that one. Everything has to do with cold or freeze. Remember?
Chill out.
Chill out. Chill out. The Running Man.
How old will Arnold Schwarzenegger be? The Terminator. It's in the 1980s.
Okay, so basically, I would say 50. No, actually, 55, between 50 and 60.
He is looking pretty ancient these days, but I think he is a few years younger than my dad, and my dad is 74, so I think Arnold is going to be 70.
He's 75.
Oh, about the same age.
And you know what's weird with all the action movies he made? My favorite movie with him was Jingle All the Way.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
It was so stupid.
Yeah, he had some good ones, but he went downhill.
Oh, you know what I like about him? Okay,
What's that?
you know these celebrities that they're married, but they have extramarital affairs, and it's usually with some other celebrity
Oh, yeah.
or a highfalutin model or something. I said highfalutin. Natural. I said it naturally.
Just roll it off the tongue.
Anyway, it's the highfalutin. You know, it's like they have highfalutin extramarital affairs. Arnold Schwarzenegger had relations with his maid, and they had a child. Isn't that cool? He's like, yeah, I
That's
like
different.
her. Yeah. Anyway, that does it for Scary Movie Celebrity Birthdays.
Yeah, we need to get some theme music for this segment.
I have a couple of questions for you. They're very easy.
Okay, are they?
I would like to know your impression of a cow.
like my trying.
What does a cow say?
Moo.
Nice. How about a pig? What does a pig sound like? Very good. And I like to hear a duck.
Quack, quack.
Oh, these are amazing. It's like you're really there. Then now there's some animals that we don't know what they sound like because we never saw them. But how would you think Tyrannosaurus Rex would sound? That's terrifying. Wow. And what about an alien? What do you think an alien would sound like? All right, we're gonna play that backwards later and see what you just said. It was pretty scary.
Speaking of scary, Brendan and his cousin Lindsay went out to investigate Siren Head. What did you find out about Siren Head?
Okay, so like both of us discovered that like there's like all these videos and stuff of it being made over on YouTube, and like a lot of them would look more real than others, but most of them like would either have like really bad like green screen effects, but like we both we're able to like find the original source, which is this one picture that someone made, and it must have eventually turned into like clickbait and everything, like videos that say that like you're gonna see a picture of like a cat, but like you see a picture of a dog and there's no cats or anything. Like that's basically what clickbait is. It's like Siren Head started appearing in all these like fake videos and everything, and I'm pretty sure YouTube became like flooded with those or something, like around 2019, I'd say, like 2020, like was when it started to stop.
Yeah, I think so. Them guys had millions of views and getting tons of YouTube money for a fake Siren Head monster.
Yeah, like we actually found this one costume on eBay, like around Halloween, and like it was just in all sorts of pieces. Like it was like extra small, like wouldn't even fit on like a twig from a tree. Like that's how small it is. Like basically like made out of like paper. Basically, like you poke your hand through there.
Yeah, he was going to be Siren Head for Halloween that year.
Yeah, like
last year.
Kind of as like a joke or something. Like half of a joke and half as a cool costume idea.
When he tried to turn it on, it just broke and ripped into a million pieces.
Yeah.
You know what I want to know? Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have a couple of pets.
What are they?
So I have this one. I have loads of fish and everything, like loads of fish tanks. Used to have more. Like all fish tanks got dirty. We have like loads of these zebra fish.
Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah, like that. They're like those stripes.
I used to have a fish tank, and I didn't know enough about having a fish tank when I was a teenager. And it was like a fish tank that I could put, I put all different fish in it. And I bought a red devil fish. Did you ever see one of them?
A what fish?
A red devil.
A red devil fish. I think I might have seen one at like maybe PetSmart.
Yeah, and guess what he did?
What did he do?
He killed all the other fish like a savage.
We had guppies at some point, and they were like piranhas.
Yeah, they're savage. You know what's funny? My cousin who used to come over, he used to point out the fish in our tank, and he called them gumpies. I thought that was such a cute name. They should call them gumpies.
Gumpies.
Yeah. So, do you have any cats?
Yeah, I have this one cat.
What's his name?
Like Mickey.
Ah. What's he look like?
Like he's a orange and white cat. Like has like a white neck. Like it like has more orange than white.
Oh.
Like some areas are white, some areas are orange. Like the most white is towards like the neck.
Yeah.
What other cats do you have?
Okay, so then there's Fluffy, So, mainly white cat, like some gray spots though, like the tail. Like this is my favorite part about Fluffy. Like the tail is all gray, but like at the very end, like the very tip of the tail, this little white dip. It's like his tail's originally all gray, like someone painted him like white in certain areas. And, like you pick up the tail and dipped it into the white paint. And then there's also Son One, Micmo.
And Micmo is Fluffy's brother.
Yeah. Okay, so there's Micmo, and he's a really small cat, like one of those tiger cats too, like brown, black, like some very different shades of brown. And like,
How did you get Micmo's name?
okay, so Micmo is like Micmo's name. So like when Micmo was born, like I realized he looked kind of like Mickey. Like he like looked like this one cat that I used to have, like called Nemo. Like basically, just imagine that like the tiger cat design, but like a little bit different, like some different colors in some places. But like Micmo, like looked like Nemo, but kind of acted like Mickey, like was all hyper and everything. Mickey, like around that time when I named Micmo, Mickey was like the hyper one. Like try chasing stuff. Now he's just kind of lazy, like lays on the table and everything.
He's a lazy cat.
But so Micmo is a small cat, but he does like to like fight and hunt and everything. But like on one of these hunting trips that Micmo went on, like ran into a fence or something and like hurt like his neck and everything, like started swelling up, like right here, like all swelled up, like looked like a polar bear and a rooster. Like the neck was like looked like it was a rooster, head looked like it was a polar bear, like it was all swelled up and everything. We had to take him to a vet. Talk about the experience of going to the vet.
I had to go like 2 hours away because the vet here in our town was closed at that time. So I had to go up to Huntington, West Virginia for the emergency room thing that is open 24 hours. That was the closest one around. So I had to drive 2 hours, and Micmo was inside the pet carrier saying meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
It drove me crazy. So they fixed him all up.
Got like a tube in his neck, like a tube thing kind of going in his neck. Like
Yeah,
right
they stuck
here,
a
like,
tube to drain the infection
Yeah.
and fluid and stuff.
and like had stitches all up and stuff, like where the tube was. But he is getting better now. He's like a Micmo again. Like, put him in this building thing that we had in the backyard. He was getting better, and like it started like chasing this mouse that was in that small building thing that we had. So like when like he first got hurt, like he wasn't really doing anything. He was just standing in one place all day. But now that he's better, he's like running around again and like trying to chase stuff.
So he's acting more like himself now.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any questions for me? Yeah, favorite movie, favorite food,
Yeah,
anything.
Okay, so like what would be your favorite food?
My favorite food. I really like them Twizzlers. I like them strawberry Twizzlers, but it's not a regular food. I'd say if I had to eat one food the rest of my life, it would be pizza because there's so many different. Yeah, because there's so many different variations. You could have pepperoni one day, sausage another day, cheese one day. So I think pizza would be it.
Yeah.
Thank you. What about movies? What's your favorite movies?
I like some movie. Like there's some movies I like the like Lego movie. It's like basically like a movie, but like loads and loads of Legos.
With Legos.
Yeah, like a movie, but like all the characters and stuff are like
I never
Legos.
I never saw that, but I heard that the superhero one with the Legos is really good.
Oh, like the
Everybody
Lego
seems to
superhero
love that.
movies.
Yeah. I want to see that. Did you ever see Grease?
Huh?
Did you ever see the movie Grease?
Like I don't
Well,
think.
all right, we're gonna have you watch that. Did you ever see Super 8?
Super
Super 8, this movie where a bunch of kids they're like making a little like homemade film, and they're all like dressed up for the movie, like doing their lines and stuff next to a train, next to like a train tracks, and they're just filming themselves, and then a train comes by and disrupts everything, but the train crashes, and the aliens come out of it or something. They're carrying like an alien craft or aliens or something, and then the whole town gets taken over from the accident or something. Yeah, you got to see that Super 8. And I probably described it terribly, but we'll get mad.
sounds like a good movie.
Did you ever see a UFO?
Yeah, like sometimes like we'll see like this one sign. Like sometimes we'll think it's like the space station, but it's either moving in the wrong direction. And by the time we get a good look at it, it starts going really fast.
All right, let's go conspiracy a little bit. Have you ever seen the videos on the internet of the astronauts supposedly in the space station, and they'll be like fixing like they're putting screws in the wall or something, and then the screw falls and it makes a noise on the ground? See, there's all videos like this on the internet, and like that can't happen because they're not supposed to have gravity. They're floating up there.
Yeah.
So I want to know what's really going on. I want you to get to the bottom of that.
Well, like I'd say like I guess at like a certain speed, like a screw might be able to hit something.
I don't know.
Like if it's like floating in space though.
Yeah.
I think like the screw would float in the same place though. Like it just
That's what I would
around.
think. Yeah.
Like maybe spin in circles.
I don't know how that works.
Like unless someone like were to take the screw and like throw it, it would hit something.
Right. It has enough force to hit something.
Yeah.
Maybe not float right away. Yeah, so something fishy's going on, I think.
Yeah, so like for it to be in space and hit something, it'd either have to be like a landing, like for there to be like enough force for something to go a little bit upwards.
Yeah.
Or like having it fly up.
Right. But when the astronaut drops it from his hand and it goes straight to the ground, it's very mysterious.
Well, Brandon, thanks for coming on the show this week.
You're welcome.
Where can people find your YouTube section?
On the Cruel Music YouTube channel. We don't really upload on there. I do have this other channel that I made myself called like B8 Ball or something, like Brandon 8 Ball, like B8B and LCAT5, like Lindsay. Like basically like it's a like 2-owner YouTube channel, like me and Lindsay. And like Lindsay put the LCAT5 part in the channel name, and I put the V8B part in the channel name.
And you got like 100 videos.
Yeah, like on the actual like YouTubesection.com site.
Started that channel when you was 4 years old, I think.
Yeah, like the YouTubesection.com site, which is like a kind of like a playlist on the Crew Music channel, and there's like just lots of videos of me on there. And I also have another channel that I made where I kind of make my own videos separate from Cool Music, like kind of like an alt account or something, called B8B and LCAT5.
Junebug, Brandon, individuals, In Dark Places listeners, thank you.
Bye.
If you've got a true scary story and you'd like to be a guest on the show, send an email to indarkplacespod@hotmail.com. We'll see you again next week. God bless you.
A love boat. Soon you'll be making another run. Yeah, a love boat. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm belting out a tune right now. A love boat. Soon you'll be making another run. A love boat.